Welcome to the Real Comic Heroes Podcast. Your adventure into the world of comic book movies starts here.
Greetings, citizens, and welcome to another adventure of the Real Comic Heroes Podcast. I'm Travis.
And I'm Patrick. Ready to learn.
Yeah.
We had a roller coaster last character review.
Oh, yeah.
We had the top tier and then randos that
Right.
I'd never heard of.
Yeah, what did we have? Wolverine and Superman.
Yeah.
And then Captain Britain and Yorick from Y the Last Man.
Yeah.
So,
Yep, exactly.
yeah.
2 that everyone knows and 2 that nobody knows. All right, let's see what we have in store for today.
Yeah, just jump into it.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's see. Looks like first up we've got number 38. Oh, okay. We got Doctor Strange.
Hey, I know that guy.
Yeah. First appearance, Strange Tales, number 110 from July of 1963.
Okay. So I always confuse Doctor Strange and Dr. Fate.
Okay.
Like they're
I think
both
Dr.
magical and
yeah.
doctors. So
Dr. Fate came around first, I believe. I think he's
Okay.
one of the, Justice Society of America characters from the 40s over in DC.
okay.
Something like that. So,
Yeah, they just seem very similar except for the helmet.
yeah, I don't really know a lot about Dr. Fate. I know he's got the helmet. I know it has something to do with the Ankh, which is like the Egyptian symbol. It's kind of like a cross, but it has like a loop on the top of the.
Yeah.
I think that that symbol has some power or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know a lot about Fate, but
I think I know more about him because of the cartoons
okay.
than I
I've seen him a
ever
few
did
times.
about Strange because I really just know the movies.
Okay, he's a pretty cool character. I think the movie does a pretty good job of getting the origin, mostly right. He is a kind of pretty arrogant surgeon, and he gets in. I forget how the comic did it now. The movie, of course, he gets in a car accident and it mangles his hands, and then he goes, searches for ways to fix his hands because, ironically, he could do the surgery to fix his own hands, but obviously can't.
Yeah.
But the only person that could fix his hands is him. So he loses everything just trying to find a way to fix himself, and then that takes him to the Far East where he goes to finds the Ancient One and ends up becoming the Sorcerer Supreme because he learns all the magic and whatnot, and then realizes his hands aren't as important as saving the world.
Yeah, it's kind of weird seeing him and Tony Stark in the movie.
Yeah.
It's like 2 egos, historical egos,
Right.
going at each other.
I was actually just watching Infinity War the other day.
Yeah, it's the first part, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And Endgame's obviously the second part. Geez.
Yeah. The books are pretty good. It's Doctor Strange is part of the. It's in the rotation for all the old books that I'm reading, and it starts out. He's a creation of Steve Ditko and Stan Lee. Steve Ditko also did Spider-Man with Stan, and a number of other characters over the years. But Doctor Strange was kind of one of his he's usually mentioned. Steve Ditko being the creator of Spider-Man and Doctor Strange, and so the first I don't know maybe 30 books that he was on Doctor Strange or on Strange Tales, they're really trippy. They're really weird, especially for their time. But I guess in the 60s, it's probably probably the best time to be experimenting with it's the only book that gets the visuals are just really strange, and of course they're playing with the occult and going into other realms of reality and dreams and other planes of existence. So he can just be when he draws the stuff, he can just do whatever he wants. So they get pretty cool. Jack Kirby is another artist that is also pretty good at getting trippy and weird and stuff. But it's a fun book.
The 60s, so that makes sense.
What's that?
It was the 60s, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
big, I guess, psychedelic kind of underground culture going on.
Yeah.
Peeked its head into the mainstream. But yeah, I guess Marvel's banking everything on Doctor Strange now. So
Yeah, he's really integral to everything they're doing now, especially with kind of the end spoilers for the end of WandaVision. Like the last frame kind of indicates that she's taking a page out of his book and learning more about the, mystic arts. And of course, the next Doctor Strange movie is called Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
yeah,
And she's in it. Scarlet Witch is going to be in that movie. And then Doctor Strange is going to be a big part of the next Spider-Man movie, which should be out probably by the time this episode drops. It should already have come out. But yeah, I think they're kind of putting him into the Tony Stark role as far as like the linchpin of a couple things. So.
Yeah, that's a lot to hang on an actor. Jeez.
Yeah, but I think he can be that guy, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah,
because Downey's Tony Stark had the charisma,
yeah,
and comedy to keep things going.
True. Yeah.
I don't normally I don't think of Cumberbatch as a funny guy.
Yeah, or
but
yeah,
he's a good straight man,
right?
I think, but yeah,
it'll be interesting to see how the next few movies play out.
Because you're also losing Captain America potentially.
Yeah, I think he's kind of flip flopped on a little bit on if he'll ever appear again. I think he's mostly said he's done, but hopefully he'd be open for some kind of reappearance, because they've left it on the table with Endgame. They showed him like, okay, he's going to go back in time and live his days out from
I assume nothing's off the table with the multiverse going on.
True.
So
yeah,
that's why I'm saying potentially, because I have no idea what the hell is going to happen.
Right.
You could see Tony Stark again for all I know.
Yeah. There's some really good like early Doctor Strange stories. There's kind of from Strange Tales 110 where he starts to, I think, like all the way to Strange Tales 1, it might be like 131, I think. It's kind of this one long story arc. And then it introduces the idea of a concept of eternity, which is a character, but that character is the known universe, like in a person. It doesn't make sense, but it's like he is the living embodiment of the entire universe, essentially. So it deals with some really out there concepts. There's also the living tribunal, which is another like kind of like celestial type characters that like Eternals is introduced into the MCU, the big like Galactus level kind of characters. But Living Tribunal is like this guy with 3 faces, but they're all like shrouded under a cloak, like Omega level power, like that no one could. It's not a villain, but it's just someone that like just is there to just judge, observe and judge, and it's always threatening to erase the, reality or whatever.
What a douche.
Yeah. It's a really cool concept in Doctor Strange that comes up. It is a villain called Nightmare, and it's kind of a, it's more your horror Freddy Krueger type, like the ruler of nightmares, kind of like, so if you fall asleep, he can, take care of you or whatever, kill you. But
nice.
Yeah, I like Doctor Strange. I like him a lot more now that I've read a lot of these older books. So I'm interested to eventually get to some more modern stories with him. I haven't really read a lot of modern Doctor Strange, but yeah, he's a fun character.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where it takes the MCU.
Yeah. Should we move on? Next up, we got number 93. Number 93 is Donna Troy.
You
Did you
Greatly
watch?
overestimated my knowledge.
I figure she might pop up on some of the animated like Justice League stuff. She is, and I'm not super familiar with the character. I think she's kind of connected to Wonder Woman, and she's gone by Wonder Girl in the past.
Huh.
Let me read here a little bit about her. First appearance, The Brave and the Bold, number 60 from July 1965. It says she might have the most. Oh, great! She might have the most unnecessarily complex history in all of comics. Says she was an orphan, then she was a cloned plaything for Wonder Woman during her childhood. Then she was both of those plus more in an amalgam that was self-aware of the existence of the multiverse. Donna Troy has gone by Wonder Girl, Darkstar, Troya, and Wonder Woman for a short stint.
Good Lord.
Yeah. So I know she's been on the Teen Titans team, I think.
Okay.
But I know she was on the show Titans.
Okay.
I've seen like one episode with her on it, but I think she's a bigger role like later in the series. So I think she's kind of she's Wonder Woman light, I think. Like most of her powers,
Jarvis
basically.
and Wonder Woman or something. Like,
what's that?
She sounds like a mix of Jarvis and Wonder Woman. She was like
a
simulation opponent for Wonder Woman.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Like it sounds like she's AI almost, but maybe a more magical version.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I think she's flesh and blood.
Okay. I think I was just confused by the plaything part.
Oh.
So
yeah,
made it sound like she wasn't,
right. Like she was an android or something.
Yeah.
No, I think she's she's a real person, but just has I think like Superboy, who's like a clone of Superman and Lex. Like honestly, I think what it is, they wanted a Wonder Woman type character on the Teen Titans, and I think they created her for that. Although saying that, from July of 1965, that might predate the Teen Titans, but
well, it sounds like she was a couple different things. So
yeah, that's true. I think the one that I'm kind of aware of, the member of the Teen Titans, I think that's kind of what they wanted her to be for. They wanted a, like Superboy, they wanted a Wonder Woman type character on the team, because they already had your Batman stand-in with Robin, your Superman stand-in with Superboy, a speedster like the Flash. So they kind of just want their Teen Titans lineup to be younger versions of the Justice League. So,
and that's weird.
Yeah,
because I think my favorite characters are probably Cyborg and Beast Boy.
Oh yeah,
the ones that aren't like every
the ones that don't have
school.
like yeah. That's interesting.
Because it's like, I think that's the thing I like about there's a anime called My Hero Academia.
Okay.
And it's basically about young beings with powers, and they evolve from generation to generation.
Okay.
So they're related in what they can do to their parent, but
sure,
slightly different, or they mutate and go a different direction, kind of thing. Like,
okay.
It's all over the place.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the anime version of Teen Titans, I guess.
Okay.
In that regard. I like it when there's differences. I don't like a carbon copy kind of thing. I get being similar, just to make it seem like, oh yeah, this is like Superman.
Yeah.
But yeah, ironically, I like the two originals. Well, three if you include what's her face. She's like an alien. The one that Robin likes.
Starfire?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the ones that are interesting to me.
Yeah.
Because I think Superboy and now Darkstar or whatever she is at Teen Titans is not as interesting. It's like, okay, you're a copy. I don't know.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah, I know very little of Donna Troy. I've probably never read her in a comic, so I don't have anything else really.
Yeah, I was thinking she was related to like the city of Troy or something.
Mm.
Like it was based in that. So I guess
I'm
I'm
sure
close.
that's where the
Yeah.
the name comes from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
All right, let's do number 49. Number 49. I thought we'd already talked about this guy, Barry Allen, the Flash.
Oh,
So
no. I
this
think
is-
we've talked about the other versions.
Wally West. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first Flash, the original. Or no. I'm thinking of the guy from the 40s that was like Jay Garrick. So Barry Allen is like the modern Flash, or like the
one I know.
everyone, yeah, the one everyone knows. First appearance, Showcase number 4 from October 1956. Yeah, he was the Flash from in the Silver Age, so from like the 50s until they killed him off in the Crisis on Infinite Earths, which I think was like the early 80s. So he had a nice long run, and then was dead for years and years, and then sometime in the early 2000s, I think they brought him back for the Jeff Johns brought him back. Yeah, this is the Barry Allen is the guy that they use in the shows, you know, the Flash and the movie and the Justice League movies. Yeah. So
yeah, I know he runs fast and
yeah,
can blip into the past or future. I guess I don't know if he goes into the future or not.
I think so. He can dip into the Speed Force, and then, you know, with that he can go through time.
Okay, I think I can only remember him screwing up the past, so I think that's
well, and that's in the more recent time, like that's where Flashpoint comes from, where he goes into the past to stop the murder of his mother, and with that he like creates a new DC universe basically. And that's what they did in the comics. That with the new 52, it was like a new DC universe spun out of like the decision he made to change the past. So
smooth.
Yeah.
So he's adding more universes to the pie, I guess.
Yeah, the multiverse.
That, Doctor Strange has access to. So that's not confusing.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know about the throwing of lightning. Was that just a TV show thing, or was that actually?
I think so.
Okay.
He's probably done it in the comics too. I don't know.
Yeah, that was the first time I saw it. Was on. I don't remember him doing that in the cartoon, at least.
Right.
He just made like little tornadoes everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So
I like the power that he has, where he can vibrate his body so fast that he can phase through objects. So he can walk through walls basically, but because he's vibrating his molecules so fast that he can slip like between the molecules of whatever he needs to pass through.
Sounds problematic.
It does. Yeah.
Like, how do you get back together?
Yeah.
Molecular level. Like, I don't know. That just seems like it's that's more trouble than it's worth, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You could, like, merge molecules accidentally. I don't like heat kind of screws stuff up usually. So
yeah,
take a little piece of the wall with you, embed it in your heart. Oops.
Right. He's got kind of one of the sillier origins. You know, he was a forensic scientist, and he got struck by lightning while, or I guess a lightning bolt struck a bottle of chemicals that then spilled on him, and then he becomes the Flash. So it's as superpower origins go, I don't know. It's a little silly, but so is getting bitten by a radioactive spider, I guess. So
I like what they did in the show with that giant blast from that machine.
Yeah, that
kind of makes it like the final Fantastic Four.
Kind of, yeah.
Like with the spacey explosion.
Cosmic force instead of whatever. Yeah, it is on.
Mysterious.
We watched like maybe 3 seasons of that show, and I really enjoyed it, but it just got to be like I usually have a limit with the CW shows, so
I think I was
usually like 3 seasons and I'm out.
Yeah. He runs fast, and I think he's goofier in the cartoon than in the TV show.
Yeah.
Like more of a wisecracking
Oh yeah, yeah.
Flash
And
in
I
the cartoon.
think, are you kind of thinking of the just the regular like Justice League
Yeah.
show? Yeah. I think they're kind of basing that one's personality on Wally West, even though he
Oh,
was
really? Okay.
still called Barry Allen. I think they were kind of merging those guys a little bit.
Okay.
There's one really good example, one funny moment with Flash in that Justice League show where somehow Lex Luthor, I don't know, possesses Barry Allen, and he's like, "Oh, now I can look in the mirror. I can reveal the identity of the Flash, and I'll know who he is." And he unmasks himself, and he's like, "I have no idea who this person is," because it's not like someone super famous like everyone else.
A reporter or a billionaire or some random CSI guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe go looking for like an ID or something.
What's that? Yeah.
He's gotta find his driver's license.
Yeah.
Does the Flash have a driver's license? It's a great
I don't
question.
know. He's got his suit. Typically, will it somehow molecularly changes in size, and it stores inside of a ring that he wears. Like he wears a ring that has a little Flash symbol on it.
About that, yeah.
Yeah, that's another like one of those Silver Age little gimmicks that they come up with. So
yeah, it's like a little pocket dimension for a suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still supposed to be getting a Flash movie. That has been in development hell for years now. It was it was, I think, supposed to come out like in 2000, I don't know, 16, 17. That might be early. Maybe like more like 17 or 18, but
Yeah, well, in fairness, I think DC is a cluster. Like,
yeah, it just kind of
cinematically
got
anyway.
Yeah, kind of got mixed up in the shuffle, but they're fully committed to it. It is being made now, so I think it comes out next year, maybe.
Yeah, it's just they've started and stopped and changed directions so many times. No wonder that's where it's
They
at.
kept losing directors, so
Was Ezra Miller?
yeah.
Okay. He seems more like the cartoon version, like kind of goofy.
Yeah, I don't think I love Ezra Miller as the Flash.
Yeah, it's hard to tell because he's barely in it. Like,
Sure.
he's barely in the Justice League. It feels like
He's kind of just used for comedic effect.
Yeah.
At least in the first version of the Justice League that came out. The
that's
one
true. I haven't seen the Snyder marathon cut.
I've watched it. I watched it when it first came out, and I've not gone back to it. But I think they cut out a lot of his quippy moments.
Yeah.
Not all of them,
Yeah, I heard him and Cyborg were kind of cut to pieces.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot more Cyborg in the Justice League, the Snyder cut. So I think they do him some justice, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
Should we move on from Barry Allen?
Sure.
Maybe do one more. Let's do number 92.
Oh, jeez.
Sitting up there with Donna Troy. 92 is Usagi Yojimbo. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but
Okay.
any idea who this person is?
Usagi Yojimbo?
Usagi
Usagi
Yojimbo.
Yojimbo.
Yeah.
Oh, good God. No.
Okay.
Is it a racial caricature kind of character? Or is this
kind of.
like...
I don't know. I don't know if this character is problematic, because I think I'm not sure. It's he's in the I know him as a samurai rabbit in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Okay, and then it's not. That's fine.
Cartoon.
The
I
voice
don't know.
work might be, but I don't think the character is.
What's that?
The voice work might be, but I think
Maybe.
the character is okay.
Okay, let's see. It's first appearance, Albedo number 2 from November 1984. It says many people only know Usagi Yojimbo as a figure from the old Ninja Turtles line, but comic readers know better. Miyamoto Usagi is a writer-artist, Stan Sakai's signature creation. This rabbity Ronin travels the historic Edo period of Japan and battles other anthropomorphic animal warriors.
Okay. So, like rabbit-like instincts and speed kind of thing
Yeah,
with
maybe.
the sword.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, if you're going to be a quick samurai,
Yeah.
rabbit's not a bad choice.
Right.
Nimble, quick. I mean, normally a rabbit's not what you'd call a deadly assassin, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, you forget your Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
that's true. Oh, good lord, that is so ridiculous.
Yeah, I've never read any Usagi Yojimbo. I've only seen him on the Ninja Turtle cartoon, I think once, but
Gotta see. I gotta look him up because I'm
Yeah.
picturing it's a human-sized rabbit.
yeah, I mean, I think it's a world of animals, kind of like the Disney, like, Mickey and Donald Duck, and like think of like that where all the characters are just humanoid animals.
Oh, okay.
Because the picture I'm seeing is him just fighting other, like, I don't know, rat people and
Yeah, he's basically like you're saying, like a Looney Tunes, like Bugs Bunny-ish,
kind of, yeah,
with
yeah,
samurai armor in this picture. It looks like,
yeah.
and his ears are tied up like a samurai's
Oh yeah,
hair.
yeah.
It's kind of that doesn't seem like it's helpful. I thought they moved those things around to know what's around them.
Right.
Tying
Well,
them
when
down
you're
doesn't seem smart.
when you're a samurai warrior, then you can.
Oh man, yeah, it totally looks like a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the character is much more serious. Like he's not a cartoon character,
Yeah.
per se. But
Oh yeah, he's got a samurai look like in his eye in one of these pictures.
yeah,
But he looks like he's the size of a roughly 6-year-old, 7-year-old girl. Because
Yeah.
I could see a picture of him with I think it's oh wait, no, she's got ears, so she's also another animal. But yeah, I thought that was like a little girl on the cover with him at first.
Oh yeah. I see what you're talking about. It's probably
No,
a
she's
cat.
actually good. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I guess it's like a cross between human and animal, I guess.
Yeah, it makes sense
The
why they
Ninja
would have.
Turtles are like 4'11" or something, right? Like they're not huge or anything. Ninja Turtles are kind of small.
Yeah, I think the cartoon Ninja Turtles are like maybe they max out at like 5 feet tall.
Yeah, but it's not like Zootopia where they're like actual animal size.
Yeah.
Because Officer Hops is kind of tiny, and that's where my knowledge is in
Right.
children's cartoons right now. So I could get behind it.
Yeah, I can see why they brought him into the Ninja Turtles, like at least in the cartoon.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've blended him together with Ninja Turtles a few times, probably. So.
Yeah, and I think a lot of the characters are Japan based. It seems like
Yeah.
you got Splinter, Shredder, now this guy Usagi.
Right.
I don't know if there's any others because the turtles are New Yorkers, obviously.
Yeah, but
And,
they've done so many crazy things.
Rocksteady and Bebop are also New Yorkers, I believe.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, I think the second movie kind of screwed me up with the new characters they brought in instead of Rocksteady and Bebop.
Oh yeah, the trademark friendly, Toka and Razar.
Yeah, because we're Rocksteady and Bebop, weren't they kind of whatchamacallit? Or no?
Yeah. Bebop and Rocksteady were originally
That's
humans.
what I thought. Okay, weird. Okay, so yeah, another mutant animal to the mix. Well, I learned something new.
There you go. Should we call it there or?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah. Again, diverse.
Yeah.
We've got.
We had Doctor Strange, Donna Troy, Barry Allen's The Flash, and now Usagi Yojimbo.
Yeah, we're all over. So 2 fairly known and 2 rather obscure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure the other ones have huge fan bases, but
yeah, well, from a popular culture standpoint, like a casual like myself,
Right.
Usagi and Donna aren't exactly rolling off the tongue.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Why don't we call it there? I don't feel good, so.
All right.
Let's see. We just did Mission Impossible, and so I think that makes our next movie. Is it The Phantom next, or is it Vampirella?
Oh, great. Now I gotta double check.
Yeah.
Because I'm second guessing myself.
It's The Phantom.
Phantom, yep.
So, yeah, we'll be back in a couple weeks with The Phantom, the Billy Zane vehicle,
Yeah.
which I'm kind of looking forward to, not going to lie. It's one that I've seen like once. It kind of like the Shadow. Like I've seen it once and
I confused
really
the two movies, like
Yeah,
The Shadow
yeah.
and The Phantom. So
they blend well together because they're in that same era.
yeah.
So,
So, you know, I remember there's like a skull ring, I think. in
Yeah,
The Phantom,
yeah.
But that's about, and he wears a purple leotard.
right. I
something.
think he's
I
got
don't
the
know.
strength of 10 men. And
Oh, is it? Okay.
I think so, something like that. If I remember the old Phantom cartoon, or the Defenders of the Earth cartoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting.
Right.
But yeah, looking forward to it.
All right. Anything to recommend? Anything you've been getting into? It hasn't been very long since our last one, so.
I can't even think of the last thing I watched now. Oh, I got one to recommend.
All right.
It's coming up. It's an oldie but a goodie. This may be aimed more to the younger crowd, but if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, there you go.
Tis the season, so
Right.
it's Chevy Chase before he kind of completely went off the rails.
Yeah.
He was still off the rails, and by rails I mean drugs, but he I think it's one of his, I guess, better films.
Yeah, yeah. It's my favorite of the Vacation series. That's one that I grew up watching like every Thanksgiving evening. My family would watch Christmas Vacation. We didn't this year. This year it wasn't available for streaming when we were over there, and so we started watching the Tim Allen, the Santa Claus, which was a fun one to go back to after not seeing it for so long. So
My Thanksgiving thing is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
oh, okay.
John Hughes, John Candy, and
Yeah.
Steve Martin. The rare Thanksgiving movie.
Yeah.
What about yourself? Recommend?
Trying to think. We've basically just been binge watching Letterkenny that I mentioned last time.
Yeah.
But we're all, because they're half-hour episodes and the seasons are only like 7 or 8 episodes per season. Like we're almost done with the whole series. So
Jeez.
it's a fun watch. So I'd still recommend that. But yeah, it's the only thing we've really been consuming the last couple weeks. So we've tended to get into just binge mode where we'll just do one show. So yeah, it's really Hawkeye started.
Oh yeah.
And the first 2 episodes of Hawkeye are on Disney Plus, and we really enjoyed it. So we'll keep watching those as they drop.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta get caught up on all that Disney Plus stuff.
Oh, okay.
I've always seen the WandaVision.
Oh,
and I
okay.
haven't seen anything else yet.
The other stuff is pretty good. I liked the Captain America, and Loki was really good.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
Cool. All right.
Well, I suppose until next time, stay healthy out there, citizens.
Thanks for listening to the podcast. Find the show on Facebook and Twitter at Real Comic Heroes. All music and audio are the property of their respective creators.